think I can make it work, y'all. I'm not tripping. Fuck it. Ah! Alright, we did it, y'all. Alright, so look, this is what we're gonna do. I just think it's really nice to even have. It's a might meta anyway. So what I will do, if I'm gonna feed anything, it's gonna be this shit for sure. And I know I'm gonna need this one. I don't really. Now I know I did a video on the totem and stuff, but with all these new abilities that just came out, it just doesn't even make sense. It makes no sense for me to even have this. Yeah, that was just me experimenting and stuff. And the only way this will not be a waste of money, I don't think I really run this unless the meta has changed in a way, you know what I'm saying? But it's just taking up an art slot in my opinion. You know? Alright, let's do it. Oh wait, I actually fucked up my rotation. There it is.
I forgot to tell you I'm a fiend. Hit me with a dose of dopamine in my dreams. I'm the type of nigga who be always smoking green.
What's up, DC Universe? I don't even know what to call y'all. Community. You know what I'm saying? Anyone who stumbled across this video, I stumbled across a rare time in life because I've decided to go back to the power I mained for like 5 years straight, which is Celestial. I know I'm Rage now, but I'm about to make the switch. Truth is, Rage is just too OP. And I'm one of the players who doesn't like to be over-excelling players, even if that means, you know, I lose certain aspects, you know, like Celestial Superchargers are trash and stuff. But in reality, I have so much stuff, and it's just like, I just want to know what it's like on another power. And the reason why I haven't done it yet, because I was going to do it, you know, I have my arts, right? My tank arts. And I'm sitting here like, I'm gonna want to heal, so do I feed most of my, you know what I'm saying, my healing stuff? And in reality, something's telling me not to like do that, like to hold on to these tank arts and like wolf pack them so I can start saving money, you know what I'm saying? If you know, but it's like I would only be a DPS, you know what I'm saying? I could feed some of these tank arts and at least get what I need for healing. But you know, a lot of people ask me for a tank, a rage tank guide and stuff. Although I could do one, it wouldn't be one that's really helpful. Only because, in my opinion, I need manacles. Like I'm pretty sure a lot of end gamers are looking at this right now. Cersei's mask with rage just doesn't even like fit, you know what I'm saying? But I was atomic before I was here, and it was working really well. I was like unkillable, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I really want to do Celestial, only because I have Nemesis Lasso for AoE, and honestly, anybody can be top DPS AoE, and it's just like the single target off of Celestial is really nice, you know what I'm saying? So I would like to get more in depth with that, you know what I'm saying? I want to see what that's like, low key, you know. So I'm curious. And look, if I don't do anything with my tank arts right now, you know, I can always switch back. I wanted to do Earth and you know, test out the pet stuff with getting the God Wave strength thing, you know, for the increased pet damage and stuff, but I'm not sure if I want to really go that route, you know what I mean? Like, spammy jackhammer, you know what I'm saying, for AoEs is nice and all, but if you got lasso, it doesn't even matter, you know what I'm saying? So, One other thing, I think for a single target, celestial, I'm going to have to take out. I don't know. Like I think I'm going to need Ebon. I think Ebon is going to be my friend, and I would honestly take that out for. Sorry, I don't even know what happened. I'm just trying to set up the build so that I know exactly what I'm doing before I switch. You know what I'm saying? But I might take out Sinestro's Ring for it. You know, Sinestro's Ring is nice because it procs with it goes hand in hand with what's that shit called? Neo Venom. You know what I'm saying? So it just starts hitting really hard and stuff. You know, I think the two superchargers I'm gonna run low key is I want to run Neo Venom, and I think Bat Swarm would be dope, but you know, I want to run the little Soul Orb because you know supercharger isn't a problem for us. And if I can keep spamming that, you know, it does a lot of high damage, with just it being out. You know what I mean? So it's like my thing is this: if I switch to Celestial as well, how many abilities am I really gonna have at my disposal? Like I only use 2. You know what I'm saying? I use 2 right now. It's like every time I think about this subject, I want to be in, you know, just go Earth and utilize everything I have right now. You know what I'm saying? Instead of switching to a whole nother support role. You know, I can do any power in this game. It's no issue. Just give me a minute to think, guys, because like I switch powers a lot. If you haven't noticed, if you don't know me, you know, Celestial is more my vibe, but at the same time, it's like it's not like I'm gonna be using Cersei's mask for Earth tanking. Like I need manacles, you know. I'm just not interested in tanking. Like I don't know. Let's go Celestial, DPS. Let's not touch the tank arts. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how we do. Let's build the build. And, yeah, let's see how we can fit all this new stuff into Celestial. Let's just do it, fam. You select power type. I gotta buy 5. I already have, what's it called in here? That was weird. Yeah, it's this one. Boom. That's 5. Then we go to upgrades. Oh my god! I didn't even, y'all seen that, bro?
I'm 13.
I didn't even buy the power respect token, bro. I bought some bullshit. What the fuck? What the hell did I get, bro? Wow. That's fucking insane, bro. Like, how did that actually happen? That's actually crazy. I've been moving too fast. Alright, bro. That's crazy. I can't believe that shit happened. Alright, we're gonna try this again. That's tough. Why'd I do that? I'm not even high, bro. That was like all me. That was like an issue. Power type. Yeah. Oh god, so much anxiety is running through my veins. Like honestly, I could go electricity. I could go celestial. I want to go Celestial because it's just them superchargers, bro. Celestial superchargers need a rework. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully they rework this shit when they doing a little stat clamp thing. I could be in first in line for it. You know what I'm saying? For when things get different. You know. I would just really like to. I would really like to just challenge myself and do something different, you know? Because all this shit is possible. All this shit is possible. Getting Omega for Celestial might be an issue. Would it really, though? Would it really? I mean, I know people are spamming the which is possible. I mean, I wonder if everyone does this. If everyone is just like hovering over their abilities and stuff like that. Like, goddamn. I think I can make it work, y'all. I'm not tripping. Fuck it. Ah! Alright, we did it, y'all. Alright, so look, this is what we're gonna do, because we're not, I'm gonna really try and wolf pack those arts. If anything, what I'm gonna do is put those arts in here. 1, 2. I got some more out here. 3, 4, and 5. Because it's like, realistically, the only thing I would need is 3 arts. And the old me would feed, 2 arts will equal 1 200 art. So I would probably feed, or to be honest, I would feed these 2 right here. I would feed Totem and the HUD. That would give me a healing art. And I would definitely feed this. I could feed another one and just keep, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna do that on a later date, you know what I'm saying? I do enjoy healing, low key, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's all. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do, y'all. For real, that's definitely what we're gonna do. All right, so let's build our build. Let's I think everything reset, right? Nope. All right. Let's build this shit. This is single target, alright? Starting from scratch. I already got hand blasters. Just one of those, of course. Let's get every iconic. You never know what we might need. All the good ones, at least. The ones I know I'm going to use. Boom. Stats, we're going to go boom, boom, boom. All this into might. Then we're going to put all this into health. Okay, cool. And alright, cool. Alright, so we are going to have this as our supercharged generator. Actually, we're gonna put this here. We're keeping Omega. Now I'm thinking this because I can spam this shit. What is 30 seconds, huh? That's not bad. This is 45. What is this? 30 seconds? Sorry. Yeah, we're gonna do it because, like, honestly, I would buff these 2. Like this and this for single target would be probably like some big damage in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? I do want, this is single target, so I do want Defile. Yeah. And then for Omega, I think we're gonna do Plague low key. Because in reality, it will kind of look like this. Where's Plague? It's been a while. Boom. Yeah. So you would have. We don't have a supercharge. I mean, we don't have a power interaction thing. But if I was to start. That's interesting. I forgot that every power interaction. It's a good flow. It's just like I could be safe and have better single target shit than rage. But I'm not gonna lie, I would enjoy. I have two 35%ers, so like would hold on, let me see something. Let me get full supercharge. Cause Plague hits hard. I fucked up. Plague hits hard as hell. It can hit hard, I say. Damn. Hold on, let me see something, y'all. We could make this shit easy as fuck. Yeah. Let me see. You know, we got 351 mil right now. And yeah, if you utilize the broker right, you know what I'm saying, you could bypass a lot of shit. I'm not gonna lie. 400, 160 mil. I don't know how much I would need, but it's not bad. Let me see some other buys, cause I have some stuff that can get me to where I need to get to. Let's see. 100 of these for 75. It's not bad. Oh, what's crazy is that I have a lot of yeah, no, that's right. That is right. That's not bad. 150 quantum field energy for that much. Well, those are great prices. I would like to have a maxed out E-bond. That's all I'm saying. I think it will make a big difference. You know, everyone's buffing might and stuff now. If I had E-bond, it would make things a lot more sweeter. You know, this is single target we're talking about. That's one thing I can do. I can feed the DPS arts I was working on. Oh wow, look at this. Alright, hold on. Let me just see something, y'all. We're on an expedition, we're on a mission. You know what I'm saying? If you're Celestial, please follow along. If you you know what I'm saying, have no idea what to do or whatever. What I am gonna do is because Ebon give you like 150, 60k might, you know what I mean? And I just think it's really nice to even have. It's a might meta anyway. So what I will do, if I'm gonna feed anything, it's gonna be this shit for sure. And I know I'm gonna need this one. I don't really. Now I know I did a video on the totem and stuff, but with all these new abilities that just came out, it just doesn't even make sense. It makes no sense for me to even have this. Yeah, that was just me experimenting and stuff. And the only way this will not be a waste of money, I don't think I really run this unless the meta has changed in a way, you know what I'm saying? But It's just taking up an art slot, in my opinion. You know. All right, let's do it. So this is what we're gonna do, bro. We're gonna see how far this shit can get us. Good news is that we did some grinding, so I'm able to, you know what I'm saying. Now it might not be at max, but as long as I can get close to it, we will be a-okay. 4, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. And guys, this is how you effectively like level your shit up, bro. Like to use as less money as possible. People talk about pay to win and all that stuff. I mean, it will to a certain extent, but if you've been grinding, you don't really have to deal with all that. 5, 4, 2. Uh-oh. Here we go. Six, 5, 4. And sometimes I'd be switching powers just to keep the game fun, bro. You know what I mean? But I would like to experiment with different shit, so I really want to get into wolf packing. Please just say yes. Thank God. Went through. 7, 6, 5. This might be the last stretch. 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is this gonna take all my shit? Come on. Oh, this is gonna suck. We got a 1 in 5 chance. Nice. 160, bro. 8, 7, 6. So we're gonna do as much as we can here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I feel like I fed arts. I really like, you know what I'm saying. I fed some pretty good arts. Not gonna lie. How much of these do I got? I'm gonna need some shield of completions. Damn, only have 1. And this is to get it 160. I don't know how I feel about that, y'all. I mean, we gonna get it to 160, but fuck. I don't really have to buy that much of these until I get shield of completions, bro. I'm gonna buy 1 of these and 5 of the other ones. Still able to hold on to 350 mil so far. I'm actually feeling pretty good about that. 5. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool with me. Wait for that shit to come. Boom. Some people spend so much bread and so much time leveling up some arts. I just be doing this, bro. To be real. I think we can get it on a 10% chance. Because if we can get it to... I might as well just try it, bro. Just burn these. Because we can save money if it goes through. 1 in 10 chances of it going through. This is what they mean by pay to win. Oh my God. 9, 8, 7. Guys, I'll actually rip my fucking hair out if we can get this shit to 200. I might have to buy a completion if I'm being real. Wait, how much will I need? 9, 8, 7. So okay, I'm gonna have to fortify catalyst. Damn. I would have to dial. Okay. Probably gonna just get like what, like 10? I think I'm at like 10. Shouldn't be that much. 10. This is why you gotta utilize the broker to, like, you know, it saves on time on a lot of grinding, bro. Learn how to make money. If I want a guide on making money, bro, let me know, please, bro. The other one is quantum field. I didn't even have to buy a fat stack. You know what I'm saying? Quantum field energy. I'm gonna buy like 8 or 9 of these. I think 8 is where we're at. Yeah, and then 7. I'm just happy that going into this, like not having E-bond probably would have helped me back. Like, this is how bad I feel like I need it. Paradox energy, and I think I need 7 of these. Alright. Cool. Alright. Let me go here. Alright. Yo, it'll be crazy if this shit goes through, bro. If this goes through, we can use the last bit for 200, bro, for sure. Please. 1 in 5 chances. It's like 1 in 20, right? It's not going through. At least we got it to 180, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's a dub in my book. Yeah. It's alright. Damn, and this shit is at 189, dude. It's not even like ready. It's wait. Increases the power cost of future abilities by It's not bad. This ain't bad, right? 3% is still like a lot. Like, having this shit too. I wish I had like a fucking art that I could just. It's, you know what I'm saying? Like I would rather use. Yeah. Like, look, I got like 96 of these. I better start using them. Them metal detectors, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then let me look at this. This will determine everything. Open daily. Yeah. On this day, I should have like a free. Yeah. Save money, bro. Don't be spending all your bread for this shit. You know what I'm saying? But this 189, I can work with that, bro. I can work with that. You know what I'm saying? We're closer than we was off of arts we weren't even using. You know what I'm saying, for DPS, and so that's what we're gonna do. I don't think Sinestro's ring is we have it for AoE, but amongst all these other things, you know what I'm saying, we even got Gemini that can give me 5% might. You know, y'all kind of see the build, 5% might, and this is gonna boost us probably 120k. Let's try it out real quick. We have 639,000 might. Now, remember those sparring targets that we was hitting before? So when you work it up, you can really work it up through, let's say you was starting DPS. I don't have to use, oh God, look at the power cost, y'all. The power cost is insane. I didn't realize it would be like that, bro. I saw how fast that shit drained. I'm not gonna lie, bro. One thing y'all should know too about these arts, y'all, is that it takes half of your art XP. So if I do feed Cersei's mask, which is something I really don't think I would ever use, You know, because if I am gonna make a tank and give my wolf packs over, I would really use manacles. But I'm gonna hold on to my other tank arts. You know what I'm saying? But I think Cersei's mask gotta go. I'm just being real. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm a healer, realistically, I'm just gonna EOG heal. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, I just won't be able to heal for a while. I mean, I'm still making a decision on what I'm gonna do with those arts, low key. But low key, I cannot. Nah. What's the point of using that shit? Y'all gonna look at me crazy. Like, ain't no way Holiday's making decisions like this with his arts. These are in-game decisions. You know what I'm saying? This will get me to 200. And yeah, I can't have 10% of my might leaving after every ability. That's gonna work the troll. And plus, yeah. I don't ever plan on switching after this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, fuck it. We out this bitch. 10, 9, 8. So we need 9, 8. Wait, what we need? We need 9, 9, 8. Shit crazy, y'all. Let's go to price descending so we can find it faster. 9. I just need 9. That's all 9. Oh wow, great price. Quantum, I need another 9. Price descending. Building this build from scratch, y'all. Like literally. There might be a lower price somewhere. Yeah, look. Can we go lower? I'm seeing a little low, 6,300. You know, so just because you got money don't mean you have to, like, you know what I'm saying, go crazy. Yeah, we're going to go for this. And then we need 8. What is it? Paradox. Alright. And that's an 8. We go lower? No. Yeah, I think those are time capsules at that point. Here we go, 7.2. Alright. Boom. Marketplace cash, 5. All that damn trouble. Hi, I need some materials, please. That's crazy. It's actually crazy. I gave all my shit away for something very valuable. Sadly. Wait around Christmas. If y'all want some free stuff, bro, at Christmas, I got y'all. Look at that. 200. We now have another 200 E-bond. The price of 3 arts. To be honest. Valid decisions. 3. I still have over 300 mil. Alright, that's cool. I'm telling you, I needed it, bro. I fucking needed it, man. Alright. So let's see how the power is. Yeah, see, that's a lot better. That's very interesting though how... Yeah, look, 924K. And then we have our 35%er. Alright, so we're gonna test something. Damn. Hold on. What I want to test is... Let me go to a new sparring target. So boom, boom, boom. Where we at? We are at 704,000 might. It's not even stacked. So yeah, that's a lot of might. Alright, so we're gonna go. Oh, that was a lot of damage. That was crazy. Highest hit was what? How much did my shit go for? I just gotta see the ticks, you know what I mean? Like 21,000. So the trick would be is that I get full Ebon. Like that does a lot of damage in my opinion. Like 250k a tick, you know what I'm saying? I just want to figure out how to not use so much. Do I need Defile? I mean, hold on. Because I would be fucking up my stacks in a way. Like, I could go. I'm just trying to think in terms of single target. I clip way too fast. Yeah, that's like a lot of mic. Very interesting. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. It would be. No, we got Might. We got some crit. I think Might is gonna be our friend for the single target. That's the only thing that really fucking matters, to be honest. I'm just trying to think what that third iconic should be. Like, I know Defile is nice. I know it's nice. I like this. I like this really just for the fact that, you know, my EOG, like, it's kind of long. It lasts for a good amount of time. And this will just buff what's going on with Might anyway. Guys, I think Defile is it. 235 percenters. You know what I'm saying? It's like I was like, it's just weird. Like sticking to 2 abilities is not that bad. Like it should be easy. Like if you have a nice troll, and honestly, I could really do it like that. I know it takes a lot of time to like get your shit off. I just don't want to run into that problem, bro, to where it's like, fuck. Like, I'm having a dilemma because I am draining power a lot faster, but I'm getting the might that I want off of these abilities, like 953,000 off of just like, you know, no buffs, no nothing. I do like this, but I just know unless you know what I'm saying, we have a nice troll, then you know Defile would be nice. Defile just hits really hard on some enemies, bro. Like I'm talking about 400 or 500k. It's up there. Like Plague and Defile together would be nice. And Starbolt is a nice little spam until like, you know, Plague comes back up. You have Curse Idol, you have Neo Venom, and then you're like constantly buff stemming these 2 abilities. And you know, if you got like supply drops and all that other jazz that's dropping, you know what I'm saying? It really does hit home. What are my allies? I need Flash. Supercharge gives me more crits. However, I think I would benefit if If I had some might, bruh. Or what if I had Starfire? What if I had Starfire? Because I promise you, what am I doing? If I had Starfire for that third ability instead of Defile, what would that even be like? Yeah, let's try it. Then we have Anoint. Do the powers or divine increase? Yeah, this is it. And because it should look pretty nice. Like, you know, it should be boom. Oh, I thought that was. It's not benediction. It's been a minute. So we have 84,000 might. Then we just cycle it back. It's gonna hit way more harder than the raid. I know that for sure. Then I can clip this with you know what I'm saying? Alright, man. I do think, however, I think this is gonna go right here. Yeah. So it's like when we engage with the enemy, we're gonna do boom, 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 boom. We're already at max. So let's try it. And ELG is gonna keep us up there, in my opinion. And then we got our shit again. That's not bad. That's a million damage on Plague. I just gotta make sure I'm using. Yeah, I think it makes a difference in my opinion. Having as much might as possible. I think I will keep Starfire because that shit can get to 84k just off of 840k off of me just buffing myself. I kind of like that because, you know, like you're in a boss, like getting as much boss damage off as possible is pretty important. And I feel like this is big for single target. Not gonna lie, I would use Defile, but it's just like, you know, you want to keep as much shady loans from Ebon as possible. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm using 235s back to back, like, they both get me the power I need. I'm just trying to think because, like, I know exactly what I'm talking about when I'm thinking about this shit. Let me try something. Because in reality, like, you would have a nice troll, to be honest. And, you know, you have ways to give yourself power and stuff. I just don't want to be assed out. You know what I'm saying? I think it should be straight. Let me, and honestly, I would put John Stewart, you know what I'm saying, to give me some mic. Because John Stewart can give me 6%. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let me, or... could put my boy up there. That's 5% might though. This man's giving 6. Really a 15-second cooldown. Because I would just rather have an ability that can do, you know, some high damage as well. But am I tripping? Let me figure this out. Am I tripping, bro? I didn't realize that all this shit took so much power. But nah, it's like, if I start in, that's what it would be like. It's like I don't want to be holding on to a mega as well. It would probably look like that if I'm being real. Oh, fucked up. Yeah. I mean, I think we're gonna fuck with that from now on. Um, it's just tough because I'm thinking so many things right now, man. Like this hits hard, but my 35%er, I'd rather just have that as my, you know what I'm saying? I think Starfire is gonna be what we need. Um, and after I do Plague, I can just clip it right into that, and then just keep spamming this, and then we'll have our superchargers to play around with. And then as long as superchargers up, we'll, you know what I'm saying? Well, we can alternate our EOGs. Um, yeah. Let me just change this color real quick to, I don't know, say black until we figure out a nice celestial style. Yeah, man, because like, you know, I'm really doing this because it's like we're gonna get into a B&E and stuff, you know, before all else fails. We're gonna put that here. All right, and DPS. I'm gonna keep it just like how it is, you know, and respect. This shouldn't take long. This part shouldn't take long. Nah. Let's go weapons. This is AOE, y'all. AOE. Weapons, super speed, iconics. Let's get all of them. Never know what we might need. I never thought about this. Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. We might use Bat Swarm for our yeah, Bat Swarm might be our shit. Not gonna hold you. Yeah. This is useless because you're gonna drop this, and you know then the ads are gonna be dead, and then you gotta chase them shits. So that's useless. Let's go. Yeah, we're gonna need Nemesis Lasso. We're going to need this. Let's put these right there. I think we can benefit from Bat Swarm, not gonna lie. And then what we're gonna do, Smite and Haunt. So this is gonna get us our Omega, and let me see. Yeah, Omega. Oh yeah, then we're gonna put. Yeah, we're gonna put Wait, oh yeah, I had a supercharge generator on my, yeah. That might help, because, you know, I want to preserve as much supercharge as possible for the single target lane phases. You know what I mean? So, where is that at? That is, because in reality, these ads are dying really fast. So, like, any DOT that's strong, that you know is strong, and you put on there, you know, it might not even, like, proc as much as you're thinking. It's just better just to one-shot ads. Where's my supercharged generator ability, bro? It looks really weird. It looks like it doesn't even belong. Sacred Light, yeah. Alright. So single target will look kind of like... Hold on. Yeah, that's going to get us our Omega. I think I'm going to just save it. Stats. Same thing. Yeah, because like I said, as Rage, I found myself holding on to my I found myself holding on to Berserker a lot more. So it's like, if you telling me, some people say that Bat Swarms hits like Berserker. You know what I'm saying? And I got hella crit, and it's all gonna be tied around Lasso, bro. So if we're going here, I just want to test the damage I have already. So this is how fast we're gonna be getting Omega. Pretty fast. You know what I'm saying? Alright, now, wait. Let's get some fresh ads. Alright. That's pretty nice. Still already have this shit. So I'm gonna be, so this means if I'm running this build, this means that Omega is gonna be used a lot. I mean, not Omega, Lasso. Lasso's gonna be used a lot. Something tells me I should take out Candle for Something tells me I should take out Candle for Ebon. I don't know how effective that would be. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow. Actually, I need to have, the reason I'm fucking up is because my keybinds. Let me put this here, this here. Yeah, that's way more better. I don't know why I didn't do that in the beginning. I'm looking for a B&E thing, and we're gonna get into it. So the whole purpose of that, honestly, if I'm gonna be spamming like that, I mean, I get it, but Ebon is just, you know what I'm saying, it's just one of those powers that would do really well even with Lasso involved, because it scales off of 200% might. So let's see. Let's see. Alright, so we got our Ebon up. And the whole purpose of Smite and Taunt isn't for the damage, it's really for the, you know what I'm saying? And you would have a lot of control when it comes to, yeah. Yeah, I think Bat Swarm is valid. I shouldn't have too much problem with ads. You know, like, I don't run Bat Swarm on single target because it's like you gotta be so close for like that stem to hit. And if it's not hitting, then you're probably in big trouble. Yeah. It's like, it's 4 inputs, so it's really fast for Omega. That's the good part. Mike goes to, yeah, we got 79,000 Mike. That's a lot. What are our allies? Ooh, yeah, I'm glad I looked at that. Tisk. Yeah, I might take off. My boy. Yeah. Equip this for this. And if I'm going to put an active up there, let's put let's see. This is pretty good. AoE. Yeah. Alright, now we're benefiting. From everything. Alright, so now I think we have it. I think we have our AoE built. Because, you know, if you don't have lasso, I don't know how it's going to really work for most. Only because that's going to be what's giving us damage. And, you know, assessing each situation, you know what I'm saying? Just making sure you have Omega when you need to use it. You know what I'm saying? And if anything is low, you would just lasso. Boom. You can maintain supercharge in certain situations. I like this build, and honestly, I'm not gonna know unless I test it. Looks like data needs a DPS for B&E. This is not going out the way I planned at first. Oh, that was my first lasso all game. Someone else got that shit. Yeah, look at that shit. Not bad though. This shit really makes a difference, bro. Tough business. Fuck. Damn, bro. I'm really hurting right now. Cause you know what I'm thinking? At this point, I'm glad I'm doing this. Cause I'm actually testing it like with some new shit. I wonder if I would just run DOTs. You know what I'm saying? And like, I promise you, bro. Like with just lasso alone, you know, even as rage, I was able to hook up 335 mil. But the problem is that I'm just focused on getting Omega, but I'm not even using it because the ads is dying by the time lasso is being, you know, where I should be using it. So I just wonder how that would work. Like, this is what I meant. Like the supercharges for this shit is kind of, but I do want to. This single target is what I want to test out, if anything. This is the oh, I think my league mate reset me. Don't kill me. Let's see. Look at that damage, though. I know that shit hurt. I know that's right. Bro. I like what I see as far as damage. I mean, that's for single target. That shit works. And that's Ebon. Oh, God. This is the... Come on. That's the single target shit I was looking for, though. This is strong as hell. So obviously we're just gonna have to practice a new rotation. Honestly, that's what I was happy for, cause in Rage, you know, I couldn't even like get close to the boss and shit, bro. It was actually fucked up. I only got one EOG this whole fight. The pacing is different though, I will say that, man. Everything's been hitting hard though. Wow. 82 mil on that, huh? It's all rotations in my opinion. Like, I know what I could tighten up on. Honestly, I didn't think I would have to worry about the AoE build, but I'm probably gonna have to look at that low key. I'm gonna have to look into that because I need it to be fast. And honestly, there's gonna be instances where you're gonna use lasso when everything's at full health. Because especially if someone else is using lasso, they're also looking out for that DPS, that damage. Just gotta make it make sense. Like honestly, if I'm being real, like look, I'm gonna practice it here. If I'm being real, I don't even know if supercharges is even the wave. See, that was one. I just gotta practice with that shit more. That's why I wanted to switch to Celestial. I just love this ability so much, low key. The mechanic, it can make you use other shit and still compete. And when they do revamp shit, I wonder what that would be like, you know? Like, watch, I'm gonna use this. And then I'm gonna use lasso, because this should be... Oh, wow. I didn't even see the line. I didn't even know it was going through, but I think it went through. Let's try it again. They're gonna burn that shit. And then I'll just yank it. B&E is a great way for like practice and shit, I promise you. Shit works. Alright, try it. The fact I'm not using that's how you know this shit new to me. The fact I'm not using Omega when it's up is crazy, bro. Like, I like what I'm seeing though. I see a lot of potential. And the damage. Because, you know, I was more focused on crit with Rage, right? And all that damage I was doing, it was just doubling it. But I'm hitting like what I double. You know what I'm saying? So look, I'm gonna cancel this. I'm gonna pull. All of them should be one-shotted, bro. Supercharge is still full. I really gotta figure out a nice clean rotation. But the damage is nice though. I'm not gonna lie, the damage is nice. Damn, bro, who is lassoing? Honestly, I'm going to, yeah. What I'm gonna do is, you know, cause I can't, I gotta resume this video. I gotta make a part 2. Because I would like to fix it, but I'm running out of time, low-key. And this run is so botched. Just died, you know what I'm saying, twice on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? My Omega was glitched. It wasn't even popping up. You know, and now we're already at last boss, bro. You know. Notes that I've learned from the builds. Single target does hit very hard. I was hitting almost like 1 mil per Starbolt thing, man. Like 800k, 900k, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with it. And I didn't really get to test out the damage from the kit because I was dying to some dumb shit. Ads was hitting me and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? So it's a botched run. And AoE, there's people in here. It is very skill based, that AoE. I mean that lasso. I'm in here with someone else who does lasso, and he is getting all of them. I swear I only got 2 or 3. We got some gadgets people in here, you know what I'm saying, and I'm not getting my EOGs off. So yeah, most of DPSing is rotations and positioning. I like the damage I'm seeing, and I know if I fuck with it, long enough, get out of the rage habits and stuff like that, it would be nice. I love the damage I'm seeing for single target. I was not seeing that damage for rage whatsoever, because we was really only spamming supercharges and Omega with rage. But there was an instance where I was fighting Grundy and Martian Manhunter, and I believe it hit like 2k. I mean 2 mil on each. You know what I'm saying? It's like an instant 4 mil. I don't know. I'm gonna have to roll the tape back and see what that really was. But it's I can see it being. Oh, I'm not even getting my supercharged. But yeah, I'm gonna finish this out, and I'm probably gonna post part 1 just to let y'all know I switched to Celestial, and more Celestial videos will come out. I'm really, I've been Celestial healing. That's how I really started out. So I'm really gonna put out a great guide on that when it comes to a lot of, the way you're able to get supercharged and stuff. Like, it has its own little mechanics and stuff by just doing the combos and everything. But yeah, man, this is gonna be a fun little journey. You know what I'm saying? If I can figure out this DPS, you know what I'm saying, what I really need to be running and should be running, everything hits hard. Like, everything hits hard. But I don't think I'm gonna stick with I think I'm gonna go the DOT route. Something I rarely do. I just know that if my might is really at 850k, them DOTs should be strong enough for me to just like fuck with lasso, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like Admonish and Blight, I might have to try that out. Or maybe Plague, bro, to be honest. Like, because, you know what I'm saying, as long as I'm getting big damage off quickly, that's all I want. You know what I'm saying? And then when they're in the 50% range, I can just one-shot them and just collect the damage from that in AoE. Like, right? If I was in my AoE, and let's say I took off, I mean, I'm gonna need scrap. But what if I'm not using supercharge? Right? What if I'm... Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna be using supercharge. I just don't really see the point. Like, I would be using something more like, for instance, we'll go here. We will go, where is it? There's a way to do this. Fuck. Oh, this is single target as fuck. What am I doing? Yeah, consume soul is actually really nice. Okay. I actually forgot about that. Admonish. Yeah, Admonish. We're gonna go to Blight. Then we're gonna go. Then we got these, and how dare I? Would I? Like, there's a reason for this. I promise you. It's like all the supercharges and all the dumb shit. Once you have lasso and ads is at 50%, you're hitting over a million. Like, you're doing a lot, you know. So if I ran up to like, realistically, I would have used lasso like if these were some stronger ads. Why the niggas moving? Where them DOTs at? Fuck. So if I did, I think it's like boom. It takes so much time. Hold on, I don't even promise you that, because the AoE phase is just so. AoE phase is just so stupid, bro. I swear. Realistically, I won't even have the I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump in there with Plague first, just to get out the way. You know what I'm saying? I did Plague, and then I did, yeah. Because I want to look out for the lassos, bro. I want to do my build enough just to know when I should be doing it. I just don't see the point in, like, I don't see the point in spamming. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, One thing for sure, I get my... Yeah, I get my shit up fast. Yeah, that's the damage I want. You know what I'm saying? I think I figured it out. So I'm able to get my Omega quick. I always will have my, what's it called? Yeah, that's actually kind of nasty. Yeah, look at that shit. Yeah, it's just gonna take some practice though with the rotations. Cause look, I figured it out. So look, all these minions are under 50%, right? So once I break it, it's one-shotting. So anything under 50% when the thing is lasso, like that's how it works. So that's where my damage will be coming from. So if I'm sitting here, like, you know, I'm about to, like, you know, let me go back, let me go over here, yada yada yada. All right, I have Necron up, right? So if I'm sitting here and I'm doing my stuff, and I want to make sure I can hit Necron right now, boom. Realistically, I would have already used lasso because whatever group I'm running with would have already been able to burn that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then boom. Like that's really your AoE build for that's really what I'm probably gonna run. I don't know why this is working so well. And what I did, y'all, because honestly, like, let's be real, like, if you're gonna be a power that doesn't depend on supercharges like that or has bad supercharges like Celestial, bro, honestly, in AoE, just depend on your lasso. That basically is your supercharge and like an art in one. And I'd rather just have supercharge at all times when I switch to single target. You know what I'm saying? So I took out scrap, and honestly, one step further, I don't even need flash, bro. We're just gonna go straight. We're just gonna go straight into it, like straight DPS, bro. It's the best thing I could think of, you know, like, we're obviously gonna do some testing. Is there any way I could nah, I kinda like all those abilities. Shit, I might, I mean, this is the only other guy. You know, I don't wanna have to use my anoint to get right. What should I pick, y'all? What should I pick? I think we're gonna go with. I should just level him up, right? Just get him 6. That would be 5%. Might if I do it. That's when I'm like, you know, in combat and shit like that. Or I could use him, and that will give me more incentive to use my shit. So look, let's test it. Let's test it. All right. AoE build with. He's gonna shred them shits. Okay. Alright. I gotta get off. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get ready for work and all that other shit. But stay with me, stay with me. We have. We're gonna start. We use that just for the buff. Oh my god. I didn't even use the thing. I actually fucked up my rotation. There it is. This is hitting way more harder than I thought. Damn, yo, that damage is wicked, bro. Not gonna hold you. Hold on. I think that's the build. That's not. This isn't even using lasso. Like this is. Yeah, crits are off the charts. You got high crit and high might from this build. I like it. You know what I need? I need John Constantine. That would be dope. Yeah, so that's AoE. That's AoE. Because in reality, you're gonna have enough time to get plague and all that stuff off in the beginning of whatever situation you're in. But I can't be too in depth. I got to be able to use the whole build. You know what I mean? If I can do that, I'll be straight. And for wrong one, I'm gonna put Consume Soul. Consume Soul is basically, in my opinion, it can be a little stronger than what's his name? Like Heat Vision. I'm gonna put Consume Soul in for Anoint. No key. Yeah. Consume Soul. It's a spammable power too, so it's like it's pretty good. It's the yeah, it's this, which means we can't use this. We're gonna have to use. Damn, bro. The supercharged shit is not fun, low key. I love Starfire, but it's like I can't really use her the way I want to. It just takes up an ability, and you're already like clipping combos, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're already clipping combos. Like, that's what makes it even more tough. Allies, single target ally. What's a good one? We're gonna go with maybe static for defense. I honestly don't care. I mean, it hits hard. Alright, so it's gonna look like this. Boom, boom. Yeah. See the difference? Yeah, and that's without using like, yeah. That's without using, yeah. Look, that's consumed soul for you, bro. It does high crits. You know, let's build some might. Yeah, imagine that. See how fast that is, and it has the combo. Like, I just want to benefit from using those abilities. That was an easy 500k, you know what I'm saying? But this is like an easy mill in some cases. Because this is what's going to be consistent for your single target right here. Yeah, I would like to try this out. I'm going to try this out tomorrow. Yeah, that's what we're going to use. Alright, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. This is gonna be part 1. This is me, you know, I just switched to my shit. So we're gonna test a build tomorrow, and if you guys end up running this build before me, let me know how it was, you know what I'm saying. But I'm gonna put out another video of some runs of me using this build, you know, maybe doing some slight tweaks, but so far this is what we have. Yeah, so that's holidays out. Peace.
Iron Man makes hits. Go stream his music.